I don't want to go to work! I don't want to go! 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 I don't want to do it! I hate working! I hate it! 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 I hate it so much! I hate it!
You know when you're sitting at work and you're like, I absolutely hate this job. I hate this job so much. I want to quit. I want to sell my house. I want to get rid of most of my crap, pack up a few hoodies, the dog, and just run away from everything that I know and hate. Here goes nothing.
Mom! Put me back! I wake up every morning, I work, I have bills, I'm too big for the ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese. This sucks!
Oh, God, let me go in here and act like I give a fuck and be fake for 8 motherfucking hours. God damn, boy. Shit, why I gotta keep coming here? Why give me another job?
Is it worth it? Oh, yeah, it's worth it. If you're strong enough.
I need me some kind of cation. I don't know if it's a vacation or a staycation or some medication, but I need me some cation. Just saying.
So before we start our meeting today, I just want to let everyone know that we value each and every one of you. Oh, yes, Jennifer. Yeah, I'm just confused because my paycheck says that's a lie.
Why can't we look like this going to work? Like, why can't I be your therapist and just be like, what's up? What up? I want to be comfortable. You can be comfortable. My tits are hanging. Don't look at them. Why can't that be the case?
If I left right now, do I get no money, or can I at least get like 2 days paid? You know what I mean? Or like 5 days because I was over here early. Like 100% serious.
And they wouldn't be that bothered by this, doesn't really help us when it comes to boys growing up. And that is one of my worries, that for teenage boys now, they are so terrified of the consequences of putting a foot out of line. It was hard enough being a young teenager, working out how to do dating and all of that, without the terror that if you touch in the wrong place at the wrong time, you may find that your whole life is destroyed.
See, I
and there
like
is
that
far
terror.
too much. Well,
I like that.
As a mother of a teenage boy, I don't like
Really? I would say that attitude actually is part of the problem too. That's, to me, toxic femininity.
Is that healthy?
Yes, I think it is actually. I think it's better to not have a physical relationship than to have one that could ruin a woman's life.
But then how do they ever start?
Well, don't. If you're not 100% sure,
are we going
don't.
What are you going to have, a bunch of neutered boys who never had...
So obvious.
We actually do have that. Gen Z is having far less sexual relationships than any ever
they
before.
are, it's true.
And
young people have stopped having sex.
Guys, don't bring a girl home if you think that possibly she could have a false accusation against you.
Who sent you, huh? Huh? You're in a wire? Huh? You're setting me up?
As a family that we are not celebrating Father's Day this year.
Oh, you're not? I bet we celebrated Mother's Day, though.
It's my wife's first Mother's Day.
Oh, no, we did.
Was one of her favorite things.
So why aren't we celebrating Father's Day?
Father's Day, it's always in June, and it's like
Last
always
year
around...
was June 18th, which is Matt's birthday, so
Yes.
he had Father's Day and his birthday on the same day. And
So sad.
I will say, I did kind of combine the holidays.
You did combine the two of them.
You guys have got to go watch that full video, because I don't know where that lady put her broomstick up her ass, it seems, but... We're not doing Father's Day because it's just an inconvenience. That's like having one child that's born at the beginning of December and then just like being like, you know what, kids, fuck this kid's birthday. It's too close to Christmas. We're just not celebrating it, you know? Like, but it's worse because it's a dad who's providing for his family that you're literally just saying is an inconvenience. I mean, look at her face. She's so sour about it too. You know that she's one of those girls that wishes herself a happy Mother's Day on Father's Day. Like, she's gonna want flowers from him or something.
I finally got the message, you know. He didn't love me. He didn't even like me. But he liked the money. Oh, yeah. So.
All that work and what did it get me?
Yep, because newsflash, honey, we've been lied to. Men don't want porn stars. They want women that can control themselves. Thank you.
I need like $12,000 because there's just like a lot of stuff that I like really want to buy online and I can't like afford it all. Like I want to buy this cute lingerie and it's not even like for me, like I don't have a partner, I just like want it for myself and I can't afford it and I just need like $12,000 for that and other stuff.
A 29-year-old woman is going viral on the internet because she doesn't know why she's single.
I genuinely just want love in my life so badly. All of my friends have their fiancés and their boyfriends and their husbands. As far as I'm concerned, I've been left behind. And I really just want to find that person that matches my energy and wants to build a life with me.
Some of the best advice I have ever heard or received was actually from my boyfriend, who was talking to a friend of mine, and he says, if you are desperately searching for a man, that desperation starts to sort of give off a scent to men who may be prospects for a relationship. Try to go through the world with a little bit of confidence, focusing on what you can do to make yourself a better person. And as soon as you do that, I feel a guy is going to catch that energy and say, I want to chase after this girl, I want to pursue her. But if you are constantly chasing the life partner and giving off the energy that you have a desperate need towards one, I honestly think it repels men.
Do you think like what you see in the movies where if you were to strike a guy in the nuts, he would just like, fall over and he can no longer control his motor? Like, should we test it out? I'm pretty sure,
I'm just saying
it
that's
hurts,
a good
but like,
start. I'm not going to tell people how to attack men. I'm just saying if you take those classes, they teach you
how about this?
steps.
Here, let me give women better advice. Go get a firearm. That'll help you out much more in a self-defense situation against a man than taking years of BJJ.
So fucking tired of being the strong, independent, resilient one all the time. It's fucking exhausting. It is so fucking exhausting and draining to act like everything is okay all the time when you are absolutely fucking breaking inside.
So sick of being told that I should be happy single. I don't want to be. I want to be in love. I want to be sickening to everyone around us. I want to adore them and I want them to adore me. I want to find my person. I want to love them and I want them to love me. I have so much of myself to pour into someone and right now I feel empty. It shouldn't be this hard to find love. But all I find myself doing is scrolling through stupid dating apps, finding stupid men who just want sex. And I'm so sick of it. Why is it so hard to find love?
I am a woman and I want equality. Go feminist, go! Us women want to make as much as men? Exactly! We can do anything a man can do. You go, girl! I think it's about time we work longer hours. Female empowerment. We want to work more dangerous jobs. Wait a minute. We want to start providing for our own children. But you don't mean financially, right? It's time that we protect and provide. I can't lie, you're losing me. A woman can do anything a man can do, so we want recognition that a man can be victimized too. Okay, clearly you're not a feminist, you're a misogynist. What kind of equality is this? I'm a victim! Yeah, I can't lie. These kind of all sound like that sounds like a miserable marriage, and those all sound like rules that you made up to benefit you. Just me? It's raining outside. Isn't that lovely? Thank you. I'll be damned, your shit.
My stepdad was my top subscriber on my naughty website. Now I know what you're all thinking, oh, stepdad fantasy, could have made content from it, blah blah blah. This man had been in my life since I was 11 years old and spent $2,000 on custom content every single video that I sent out. When I caught him, he denied it to all of his friends and obviously my mum got rid of him straight away. But yeah, if you want to talk about family trauma, my stepdad watched me have sex with my partner for 2 months. Here is the custom content that my stepdad was requesting on my naughty site. Like I said in a previous video, we messaged every single day on the website and he would make requests almost every single day.
Every day? This gives a whole new meaning to every day I'm suffering.
One of them was to see the underwear that I was wearing every day. At the time I was working still, so I was out of the house 5 days a week, and he would ask for pictures in the bathroom or the change rooms of wherever I was. He also requested that when I was filming solo content at home that I would not do it in the bathroom or in the shower. He always wanted it to be on my bed or on the floor of my bedroom, which, mind you, he had access to this room every single day.
If you are single and you are in the dating marketplace at that time, when that happens, say you're 37, 36, 38, 40, whatever it may be, and you are still on the hunt for that man, and you hit the wall and you can see in your face that you are no longer the face that you were at whether it was 30 or 35 or 25, whatever it is, you are going to be panicked. Because now you know that you are going to compete with women who are younger, who are largely more fertile, not always, but largely speaking, yes, who have that youthfulness to them, who have that estrogen, progesterone, whatever the hormonal balance is that makes someone young, it's there. And you're losing it. And you become hyper aware of that. And that is why women begin to panic.
You know what I want to talk about, you guys? So I live in New York, specifically Brooklyn, and I be outside, enjoying summer as I should. And I've been going to the block parties, all of that good stuff. The day parties has been a time. But the problem is the men just stare at you. They just stare at you the whole time. They don't approach you. They don't want to get to know you. They don't want to, oh, do you want to drink? It's just a staring contest the whole time. I'm trying to figure out, how am I supposed to meet my future husband if the men are not approaching? Because I'm not approaching a man. Like, it's giving the men want to be chased now. That's what it's giving, and I don't like it.
Because if I could explain to anybody how lonely pregnancy is, I can't put it into words. I'm just so frustrated with how I feel.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
Imagine thinking that it was a bad thing, by the way, for a man to say that it's their job to take care of women. Remember when that was noble? You remember? I don't remember. When the Titanic was sinking, I don't remember all the women complaining that they were on the boats first with the children. No. Were they like, no, I'm staying here. Men, you take the boats. I've got this. No, because that would be weird. That would make no sense, right? And now we're warped, right? So this now we've been programmed as women to think that when a man says it's my job to take care of a woman, you're supposed to be offended by that. Instead of saying to yourself, well, that's a fundamentally decent man that thinks that's his job and is going to work his butt off to make that happen. Warped society. Don't play the game. Guys don't like to think about women haven't been with anybody before them at all. Like no one at all. They'd prefer to just be like, the vagina was closed before they got there and then it opened and now it's in process. Like they can't, they don't want to visualize it. It's very uncomfortable for them to do that. So the more partners you've had, the more you start to seem like an open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 7-Eleven. They're not into it. It just is. Also, if they're looking at you seriously, they're saying, this could be the mother of my child, going to be pregnant. Like it's a clash. Like promiscuity and that family, it's just a clash in their head. They don't like it.
If a woman ever gets offended by you asking what she brings to the table and she asks you what you bring to the table, you tell her. You say, I bring you to the table, right? I'm opening you up to my life so I can see how I can provide for you. Given that I'm going to get that shit in return, you bunch of greedy biznatches. Thank you.
A man will lose interest when he sees that he is trying way harder than you. It literally doesn't matter how pretty you are, how happy you are, how successful and confident you are. You will lose him simply because you are not giving him any effort.
What the hell, bros? I'm already next neighbor again. Hello? Bro, is everything okay? I'm bloody living next doors, yeah? And I'm bloody hearing things, yeah? It sounds like someone getting hit.
Oh, no, I'm just working.
What do you mean you're working, brother? Why is there bloody pumpkin over there? It's not bloody Halloween no more.
Oh, no.
And why are you bloody dressing like bloody cheerleading, bruv? Like, is this bloody High School Musical?
I do content creation for a job.
What do you mean you bloody creating content, bruv? Like, what do you mean you're like content? Like, are you spiritual or something, bruv? You're so talking about content and creative and that, yeah?
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, so I do videos for OnlyFans.
Sorry, what? Who's your bloody...
What about the women that didn't choose to raise a kid on their own?
Of the 50+% divorce rate, women are filing 70-80% of all divorces. Women are choosing to wreck their own homes every day. Men are not choosing to wreck their own homes and make women single parents. That's a choice that women are making.
Why? Because their husbands are trash, treating them badly?
Now here we go with the ad hominem stuff. This is the same stuff that's been piped into the culture forever. That when a woman chooses to break her home, it's always the man's fault.
I ruined my mum's marriage. I never planned on telling this story on TikTok, but here we are. So when I first started my website, I had this customer who was my #1 customer, bought every single thing that I sent him. He was pretty much a follower since the beginning. We would talk every day. He made custom requests, very, very specific things, and he also had a very specific username on the website. 2 months in, this person had spent around 2,000 Australian dollars on the site, and I had someone view my TikTok page with the exact same username, and underneath that it said "from your contacts." I went absolutely mental trying to figure out who this person was from my contacts. I narrowed it down to 6 people, and one of them was my stepdad. I went with my gut feeling and I messaged the website account and I said, I know who this is, and within 2 minutes got a text from my stepdad saying, hey Tay, can we talk?
Pornography is an addiction. So think about it, OnlyFans can be to somebody because it's a subscription-based program per profile, like gambling.
Yeah. Or like an addiction, like you're addicted to looking at this person. You're addicted to this type of look and this type of fantasy. Even people in relationships, if they're men or, even girls that are just engaging in this type of entertainment, they're watching these people just take off their clothes. They look amazing. Like they have these waterboard abs and like these big butts and big boobs. So I feel like it just affects women's identity. It affects men's identity even. Like you have to achieve these physical attributes in order to be considered attractive. So I feel like that also really can affect your intimate.
Truth or dare for you?
To dare.
Call your mom and tell her you just started an OnlyFans.
Okay.
Hi, Mom. I have news to tell you.
Okay.
I started a little business thing.
Oh yeah?
It's called OnlyFans.
Okay.
Isn't that sick? Are you happy for me?
I'm so happy for you.
Look it up.
Okay, OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Okay.
Oh no.
Would you let your girlfriend do OnlyFans?
Bro, fuck no, bro. That's bad for business, bro. That's all the way bad. Why would I want other niggas to pay for my girl and see her body when that's only for me to see? Why would I want the whole world to see that, bro? That's bad for business, bro. That's bad question.
How would you feel about your daughter doing sex work?
So I would be supportive if my daughter chose to do anything with her life as long as we're not hurting anyone.
I did OnlyFans, and I am ashamed at the behavior I've done. I thought it was cool, but all these females that you guys look up to in the industry, the media pushes you, they're all miserable.
Girls who are like 17, who literally when they're about to turn 18 are promoting it, being like, hey, my 18th birthday, this is about to drop. Like, that's crazy and kind of disturbing.
My mental health since I've started this has just slowly been on such a decline. I feel a little bit dead inside.
You see these OnlyFans creators and in people's Instagram bios they'll be advertising, I'm in the top 1%, and I'm like, so you're sucking and fucking for $3,000?
There are women that try to sign women up just to get a referral from them.
Wait, there's a referral program through it?
To sign women.
No. No fucking serious?
Yes.
No.
Men always just want virgins that hadn't had sex with anyone and are really good girls. Like, you want younger women as well, so it's like that whole predator vibe. So
what if I said women are stupid, can't make money, short, and weak because they want a guy that makes more money than them, taller than them, more confident, ambitious, etc.? That would be ludicrous, wouldn't it? We don't shame female preferences. Okay? When a woman says, I want a man that's tall, makes money, etc., you go, girl, you deserve it. That's your preferences. If I say, I want a girl that's not a hoe, that has some sexual temperance, isn't going to embarrass me when I walk in a room, beautiful, young, etc. That's considered, oh, that's toxic and masculine. We demonize male preferences, but we don't demonize female preferences.
So I am a young millennial, and for my generation, we were really sold this boss babe life. Put your career first, don't get married, don't have a kids, don't even think about that until your mid to late 30s, don't worry about it, your career is what is going to fulfill you. And we really bought into that lie. And so many millennials, and some older than me, they did do that, and then everyone realized, oh wait, now I have the big promotion, I am making a lot of money, women are by the way, the left doesn't want to talk about this, but women are out earning men, I mean, you know, to and from, that this wage gap thing is such BS, but they have all of that, but they still feel like they're missing something. And the truth is that we were made for more. We were made to pour into a family and a husband and have children, and that is what is going to fulfill you. At the end of the day, like your career, you know, at the very end of your life, how much money you made and everything isn't going to matter, but who's going to be at your bedside on your deathbed. And so I think a lot of millennials started to have that wake-up call, and now Gen Z is starting to have that wake-up call. And so young conservatives really are embracing this, it's called trad wife lifestyle. So traditional wife, you know, being a stay-at-home mom and putting a focus on that. And so I think that's amazing. And you know, that's something I think about too. I have a really serious relationship right now. We're not engaged yet, but it's something that we're talking about. And you know, he knows that that's super important. Obviously, I feel like I'm in a place that God wants me to be with hosting this show, but I also really want to be a mother. And at the end of the day, if I had to choose to lose all of this, and if that was the only way to be a mother, I would choose that. And we'll see what ends up happening. Maybe there's a way for me to balance both a little bit, but I think a lot of girls are waking up to the fact that family really is everything and putting more of a priority back on that. And so I cannot wait to see how Gen Z really takes that back.
I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to find someone that makes them happy. I want everybody to live a beautiful life that they want for themselves. I don't wish ill on anybody, but I can't stand the delusion. Now we all got to sit here and we got to be like, oh yeah, this is great. You know, this is somebody who could get 95% of guys. And imagine going through life with that sense of delusion. Like we see it, and this is an extreme example, but when women walk around like that, imagine walking around thinking, I could get 95% of guys. How many guys are you telling no to because you think you're better than them? Are you? Or is it in your head? Just think about it. If you don't want to wind up alone, you have to have a realistic assessment of what you bring to the table, of your looks, of your capabilities, of what you're willing to do in a relationship, of your character, all of it.
I don't get dating nowadays. This is the largest group of butthurt, bitter pen pals I've ever seen in my entire life. It's absurd. Like, you'll establish mutual interest with somebody, exchange numbers, and then you want to good morning me beautiful until my head is ready to explode. Like, I don't know about y'all, but my attention span is not something to play with. You've got 2 or 3 weeks of chit-chatting with me and FaceTiming before I expect you in person. All right? This isn't fucking summer camp. Let's keep in touch. No. I want to feel the weight of a man's I can't say it, it's TikTok, but you guys, you get what I'm saying. Like, we need to establish real life chemistry. I'm not going to keep talking to you, talking about I miss you. I don't know how. We've never met. More, if you miss me, why aren't you in front of me? Like, what's the issue here? Why aren't you making a move? Lock it in, buddy. Are you short? Do you smell? Are you poor? You can't afford a date? We can go to a fucking park. Like, are you married? What is the issue? Because now you acting sus. And I lose interest on suspect people. Like, what?
People meet people nowadays. Being a single gal in a single world where do I go if I don't want to go on dating apps? Like, I don't like dating apps. I've had them. I've tried them. I get disappointed. I get discouraged. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Dating apps, if you're going to think this person is attractive, you're probably going to swipe yes. And if you don't find them attractive, you're going to swipe no. But sometimes people just aren't photogenic. They just don't present themselves well through photos. That's why I just feel like it's so much better to meet people in person. Also, just like with having dating apps, like, it just feels forced. And I don't want it to feel forced. I want to like go out in public, meet someone like in the wild, both just happen to bump into each other, and you're like, and then, you know, sparks fly. I just want to know where do the single men go? Where are you going? Where are you hanging out? Like, if you're in the garage, like, come out. Like, are you at the lake? Are you snowmobiling? Are you fishing? It's wintertime. What are you doing right now? It's funny. How am I this amazing? Like, and single? Like, are you kidding me? And like, for the longest time, I just like wasn't worried about it. At this point, I'm like, I'm 31. What is happening? Like, is there just no one left? Put me on a dating show. The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Love Island. I don't even care. Just put me somewhere so I can actually like interact with the male race. I'm not interacting with males. Anyways,
love comes to you when you least expect it. Shut up. I have been trying to not expect it for like 6 years. And also, I was speaking to my friend the other day, and she was like, well, like, are you like trying to like go out of your way to meet people? I'm like, no, because people are fucking telling me that it comes when you least expect it. So here I am, like, trying to convince myself I don't want it, and I'm just not expecting it so I can get it, and it's not happening. But then even when I go out of my way to like go on dating apps, it just never works, because these people that I'm meeting aren't my cup of tea, are not wanting what I want. They just want a casual thing. And like, as someone who's never been in any kind of romantic entanglement, my first relationship is not gonna be a fucking casual relationship. And yeah, so like, what one is it? Should I put myself out there, or should I just pretend that I'm not like, oh, I don't want a boyfriend?
In 2024, can we stop asking men to take care of us and pay our bills immediately as soon as we meet them, as if they're obligated to financially make sure we're secure fresh out the gate? I will never understand this. I hear the craziest stories from men, how they'll go on a first date with a woman or their first conversation with a woman, and immediately she's making it a requirement and a standard to pay their bills and fly them out and take them shopping and drip them in designer and take care of their 3 kids. It's not even theirs, and this is the standard if you want to get to know me, let alone date me. That's insane to me. Like, I can't understand that or comprehend, because I feel like as a woman, you should hold your own and you should make sure your bills are taken care of on your own. I'm all for a man leading and providing and protecting, because that's what a man's supposed to do. And a part of providing is, of course, making sure that his woman is financially secure. But the key word there is his women. You can't just meet a man, he doesn't even know you, y'all don't even know if you're going to be together, and the standard is you got to pay my bills. Like, that's crazy to me. But if a man met you on the first date and the first night and he wanted to have sex with you, you would be appalled and offended. Doesn't make
Most men will only experience unconditional love from their mothers, and some of us don't even get that. Most of us have never even felt appreciation or respect without conditions or hidden intentions. We don't know what it sounds like to hear, I see you, and I'm proud of you, I'm glad you're here. You really make a difference, yet the expectation is to constantly be displaying the strength and love that the world is hesitant in conveying. We're expected to have a thick skin but get judged if it turns to a hard shell. The first step in being a man is ignoring the hunger. Because yes, boy, you're going to be starving. Starved of attention, starved of affirmation, starved of love, starved of being told that you are enough. Step 2 in being a man is comfortability with replaceability. You are only as good as you are useful. You are only as valuable as you are needed by others. Should there ever come a day, boy, where you fail to provide everybody with a smiling face, then do not be surprised when they say all men do is take up space.
He also was helping out do the washing at home with said underwear. I actually have here a little notebook from the time, and it says the name of the username, change room / public stuff that he was wanting.
I would totally agree with what you just said, the lies that were kind of sold, and I don't think that they were maliciously instilled in you know, the daughters. They thought it was right, and many friends, my personal friends and family members, have also started to wake up to, wait, maybe being a 45-year-old CEO, I'm still alone and I don't have a family, and it didn't fulfill me. So
well, and you know what is, so many of my friends too did the waiting and then finally decided in their mid to late 30s, okay, now I think I am ready to have a family. And then you experience a lot of times fertility issues with that, with the waiting, and you put career first and everything. And that's just a huge struggle, I think, too. And so a lot of people are waking up to the fact like, oh, I wish that I would have tried to do this sooner. And I think that's something too that's been an eye-opener for people. Plus the fact that, and I talk about this a lot on my shows, which is very controversial even with conservatives, but the fact that almost all of us were prescribed, if you're a millennial, we were all prescribed birth control, whether we were having sex or not, in high school at 15 years old for no reason, just to regulate periods or acne or whatever, and then not knowing otherwise the side effects, and then being on that through our 30s, and then realizing, oh my goodness, this has impacted my fertility.
I can't stop crying. I'm happy and I love my life, but I feel so goddamn lonely and it terrifies me. Everyone's getting married or having kids and starting a new chapter in their life with their friends and whatnot, and I'm just here on my own, in my own home, working and surviving. And I don't know what to do. I don't know if it's just me who's experiencing this, but I just feel so lonely and it's scary.
Fucking tired of this shit. I want my own man. Why the fuck am I fucking with somebody that fuck with somebody else? Why the fuck when you tell me that? Why the fuck when you tell me that? I want my own man.
I have reached my breaking point of having to do this life thing alone. I just want to be held, nurtured, loved, cared for, physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, in all aspects. I want my heart and soul to be seen and held. I just can't do it alone anymore, and I'm at my breaking point. I can do it physically alone. I've been doing it, but I don't want to. I don't deserve to, because I am worthy of companionship, of community, of love, of affection, of support, of someone lifting me up, motivating me, encouraging me. I am worthy of that, so I deserve to receive that. I don't want to do it alone anymore, and I've been crying all day.
You know, the saying goes, a smart person learns from his mistake, but a wise person learns from other people's mistakes. I hope there are some young women watching this. Please go back and watch this video. I feel so bad for this woman, but I'm also grateful that she's making this video and she's really being honest and brutal about the reality of life at that age. Because too many of us have bought into lies, and I'm not even talking about the lies of feminism or anything like that. Too many of us have bought into other people's lifestyle and into other people's reality. So many of us are on this app watching women talk down on men, watching women talk down on relationships, because they went through one or two relationships with men that they chose, and they went into marriage and relationships without knowing the reality of those institutions and without knowing the reality of what life looks like when you get married. Many women are getting into relationships and marriage with their expectations just out of order, and then are now selling young women that marriage is terrible and all men are terrible, and it's just not true. And you know, go and watch this video and just go and hear what this woman is talking about, because that is real life. That is real life. So I hope a young woman in her 20s is watching this, and just, I hope you course correct, and I hope you take a more positive view of life with men and of your future. Because sure, she has family and sure, she has friends, but guess what? Your friends have a life too. It's a huge commitment to care for somebody after they've had surgery. I've had it with my second child, and I'm grateful to have had a partner to go through that with me. You know, so go watch this video and let's chat in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And please don't be too bitter or too mean. I've seen men are having a field day with this, and it's just, oh, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. She made the bed, she's lying in it. At least she's on it.
If you think men are such vile creatures that are just put on this earth to watch women suffer and laugh at it, why don't you just go date a whole ass woman? Like, fuck going to therapy and healing. Just go date a woman. Considering if you look at the rates of domestic violence, lesbians take up the majority of it. It's not even the heteros or the gays beating the shit out of each other. It's the girls. Go date a woman. Come back. Thank you.
I have been so hesitant to post about this for two reasons. Number one, I don't like negativity and I don't want to be like the bearer of bad news. Number two, I didn't want to believe it. But after doing so much research and getting a lot of messages, I'm going to just deliver the unvarnished truth to you guys. I'm just going to lay it out straight. We're in a dating crisis. Not basically, we are. That's what's happening. So let me look at my research here because I don't want to mess it up. So men looking for casual dates and our relationships is down 50%. 50.
You want a high value man? So do you want a guy who's got status or wealth?
Not necessarily wealth, but just has something going for himself.
My argument here would be the more money he gets, the less he cares about your money.
Right, but those type of men want to be able to have an intellectual conversation
No,
with a
not
woman.
really.
A lot of guys are socially awkward.
I think you're a bit ignorant to like the average guy's experience. Consider this, right? The average guy today, his granddad had to put in a quarter of the work to get the kind of woman that is 4 times as amazing as the woman.
Oh, you're talking about
his grandmother was an amazing woman and a very, very feminine, natural woman, and his granddad really didn't have to do the kind of work he has to do right now as a young man in Western world.
So you're talking about hoflation.
Yes, it's hoflation.
Hoflation. So modern men have to work 5 times harder than their grandfathers did for women 20 times worse than what their grandmothers were.
It's true. It's actually true.
To all the young gentlemen just noticing the fairer sex, here's a tip. Do not date an ambitious girl. Okay? If that girl's, you meet her in college and she's talking about how she wants to do this and she wants to do that and accomplish this and accomplish that and she wants to be the big dog CEO of some company, leave her. Immediately. Run. You will, trust me, you will save yourself a massive amount of headaches. Ambitious boss babe bitches are nothing but a fucking headache for a man. And honestly, considering they pretty much act like men, might as well just date a dude.
Hello, it's day 4 of being single. And I broke my 1-day streak of not crying. And I keep telling myself, I am repeating this mantra, I am a strong, independent woman, and I do not need a partner to feel fulfilled, happy, or safe. And I want you to know that you are also a strong, independent person, and you do not need a partner to be fulfilled, happy, or safe, even if your freaking tear ducts don't know it.
Oh. This is what it looks like to find out that you've been cheated on for months. I left him.
Hey, TikTok. You know, it's crazy because I joke a lot about being single and, you know, I laugh it off. But I'm 46 years old. And while I'm getting ready for surgery and everything, it dawned on me. Hold on. I'm sorry. It dawned on me that I'm 46 years old and I don't have a husband to take care of me. I don't have a husband to help me get ready. I'm 46 years old and I still need my mama to take care of me post-op. I still need my sister, which whether I had a husband or not, they would be there. It sucks. Being single and 46 sucks. That's it. It just sucks. And I'm fucking tired. And I make jokes about the fucking buffoons that I have been encountering in dating. But in reality, this is my reality. This is my reality. This is my reality, and those stories are the shit that's available, because all the good men have gotten married in their 20s and 30s because they're good men. I'm not blaming it all on men, because women are fucking shit. They fucking batshit crazy too. So, but this is my reality, not anybody else's. Yeah, that's all.
I fell for the boss bitch, I could do everything by myself, that hyper independent bullshit. And I'm 31 now, and I still don't have kids. I still don't have a family. I was focused on trying to get after the bag and all this. Yo, what? I'm in a place now in my life where I'm reevaluating everything. My values, my perspectives, what I really want in the future. And what I really want is a family. I feel like social media, or just everything around us, society in general, wants to push that the woman is the future. No, the family is the future.
Feminism is the worst thing that ever happened to women. Like, you're telling me that I could stay at home, doing nothing, enjoying my man's money, taking care of the children, and be there for them all the time. Binge watch my favorite shows, go to gym in the morning, go to school in the evening, and be my man's sweetheart. Like, it sounds like a very good dream, and I do daydream a lot, like.
There are so many women that are going to be in this situation because they have been lied to. And there are a lot of men out there that want to have families that have been trying to say this. They have been trying to say that they just want a woman that is loving and caring in nature. They don't care if you're a boss babe. If anything, unfortunately, it might work against you. Now, for this woman, she's come to that realization with plenty of time. I think she's going to find what she wants.
I watched this one lady, she's 60 years old. She says, in my 20s, the feminist movement was taking off. I joined it. I went and became a career woman, and I did so well. And all I wanted to do was be better than men, be better than this. And I bought into that philosophy. Today I'm a millionaire. Today I'm a C-suite executive. Today I've been able to have all these shares. I live in a nice house. I have all this other stuff. I don't have a husband. I don't have kids because I bought into this feminism concept. And she's now living in regret.
So she regrets it all.
Because the value of life, you gotta invest into things that have depth. Depth is not, I met you, we go home, we have a good time, and then I never call you again. That's just a release. That's just science. That's just biology. So, she eventually had to figure it out for herself, but it's too late for her.
And that concludes today's discussion on MGTOW Voice. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on future videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video.